Plongez dans les champs luxuriants de canne à sucre jamaïcains. Volez vers la chaleur tropicale qui confère de la richesse au rhum doré. Planez à travers les fûts de chêne qui offrent des arômes complexes. Et partez à la découverte de l'extraordinaire. Appleton Estate, rhum jamaïcain.
Mesdames et messieurs, bonjour et bienvenue. Je suis Daniel Belleville du marketing événementiel et je serai votre animateur pour cet événement SAQ Inspire, l'âme derrière les rhums Appleton. Pour commencer, voici le déroulement de la dégustation. Avant chaque service, je vais nommer le rhum qui sera présenté. De plus, tous les rhums dégustés sont présentement en vente dans SAQ.com. Vous trouverez plus d'informations sur ces produits dans le carnet virtuel disponible dans la description de cette vidéo. Aussi, si vous appréciez cette dégustation, merci de cliquer sur le bouton j'aime et de vous abonner sur notre chaîne YouTube pour avoir accès à plus de contenu. N'hésitez pas à partager votre expérience sur les réseaux sociaux en ajoutant #SAQ. Finalement, l'événement se déroulera en français, mis à part mes échanges bien sûr avec Joy Spence qui seront en anglais. N'oubliez pas que YouTube vous offre l'option de traduction simultanée en cliquant le bouton de sous-titrage CC au bas de l'écran. Donc maintenant, nous sommes extrêmement choyés de recevoir aujourd'hui la première femme maître assembleuse dans l'industrie des spiritueux et la matriarche d'Appleton Estate, Madame Joy Spence. Joy, thank you for accepting our invitation here today.
Thanks for having me on your program. It's a pleasure.
Oh, it's more than our pleasure actually to have you here. We're super excited. So before we get started, here's a short video on the basic principles of fermentation, distillation, and of course rum to get the people started. Donc, avant de discuter avec Joy, je vous invite à écouter cette courte capsule informative sur les bases de la fermentation, la distillation et bien sûr le rhum. Bon visionnement.
Bonjour à tous, puisque c'est toujours intéressant de bien comprendre le secret derrière la confection d'un alcool pour mieux en saisir les nuances, on vous propose aujourd'hui de faire un petit survol sur le savoir-faire qui se cache derrière l'élaboration des spiritueux en général et bien évidemment tout ce qui concerne le rhum. Pour obtenir un spiritueux, il y a une règle incontournable et ça implique, dans un premier temps, l'utilisation d'une boisson alcoolique. Or, donc, pour obtenir une boisson qui va contenir de l'alcool, on doit partir d'un liquide dans lequel il va y avoir la présence de sucre et on va avoir besoin de l'aide de levure pour faire démarrer une fermentation. Les levures, c'est des petits champignons microscopiques qui peuvent se mettre à travailler super efficacement quand on leur donne justement du sucre à une température qui va être optimale. Donc, ce qu'elles font avec le sucre, elles vont s'en nourrir puis le transformer en deux choses, de l'alcool et du gaz carbonique. Si vous avez déjà fait du pain à la maison, c'est le même principe. C'est ce qui va permettre au pain de gonfler, d'avoir une texture aérée. Si on s'en tient à cette seule étape, c'est comme ça qu'on va obtenir différentes boissons alcooliques qui vont, entre autres, s'identifier en fonction de la matière première qui va avoir été utilisée à la base. Par exemple, si on fait malter des céréales, ce qui va transformer l'amidon qu'elles contiennent en sucre fermentescible, en orchestrant ensuite le processus de fermentation avec des levures, ça va nous permettre d'obtenir une bière. Si on fait la même chose avec un jus de pomme, on va obtenir un cidre. Et bien évidemment, si on le fait avec du jus de raisin, ça va nous permettre d'obtenir du vin. Tout cela est fort simple et logique, mais c'est juste la première étape de ce qui va nous permettre d'obtenir un spiritueux. Et pour ce faire, et là, je vais faire du millage sur le thème qui s'inspire de spirit, donc l'esprit, parce que c'est un peu ce qu'on va vouloir aller chercher dans notre boisson de base et on va le faire grâce à un alambic. Parce qu'un alambic, en fait, ça va nous permettre de chauffer notre boisson pour en séparer les vapeurs d'alcool qu'on va ensuite faire condenser pour les récupérer sous forme liquide. C'est ce qu'on appelle, en fait, la distillation. Et comment ça se passe exactement? Je vous explique. Quand vous faites bouillir de l'eau, par exemple, pour faire cuire des pâtes, donc vous savez qu'elle va s'évaporer à 100 degrés Celsius. Mais l'alcool, et là, je devrais plutôt dire les différents types d'alcool, et c'est là que vous allez comprendre à quel point la distillation est un art. Donc, en premier, il y a le méthanol, qui est un alcool plus simple dans sa composition moléculaire et donc plus léger, ce qui fait qu'il va s'évaporer à une température plus basse. Le méthanol va être utilisé dans les solvants, les peintures et le lave-glace notamment. Alors, c'est un alcool que le corps humain peut ce n'est pas un alcool pardon, que le corps humain peut dégrader. C'est un alcool qui est nocif pour notre santé, alors on va l'éliminer. Ça va être possible de le faire justement parce qu'il va être le premier à s'évaporer. Et dans le jargon, on appelle ça les têtes. Mais nous, ce qu'on veut, c'est le cœur, composé par l'éthanol. Et évidemment, c'est l'alcool qu'on peut consommer. Et comme il s'évapore à une température plus élevée, mais il arrive plus tard dans le processus, alors on va être capable de l'isoler. Je n'irai pas plus loin parce qu'on va garder ça simple, mais vous comprenez maintenant la différence entre une boisson qui a été fermentée versus un spiritueux qui a été obtenu grâce à l'évaporation et la condensation de l'alcool de cette boisson-là via l'alambic. Et des alambics, mais il en existe différents modèles, mais on va observer deux grands principes. Celui de gauche, c'est un pot still dont le principe est à repasse. En fait, c'est qu'une fois que tout le liquide a traversé le système, bien, on doit le repasser. Donc, on recommence du début. On va le faire une fois ou deux supplémentaires pour arriver à un distillat final qui va tourner autour de 60 d'alcool. C'est le type d'alambic qui permet de conserver beaucoup des arômes qui vont provenir de la matière première. Alors, c'est le modèle qu'on va utiliser pour faire des spiritueux fins, comme le whisky et le cognac, parce qu'on veut obtenir des alcools qui ont du caractère. À droite, c'est un modèle à colonne qui se distingue par la possibilité de faire une distillation en continu. C'est pas mal plus simple, mais du moment qu'il y a toujours du liquide en mouvement, évidemment, et ça permet d'obtenir des spiritueux avec un pourcentage d'alcool beaucoup plus élevé. Dans les faits, on pourrait même se rendre jusqu'à 96 d'alcool par volume, mais c'est un spiritueux qui va être beaucoup plus dépouillé de sa matière première et va donc être plutôt neutre, là. C'est un peu comme ça qu'on va faire la vodka, notamment, ou l'alcool de base qui pourra éventuellement servir à faire un gin. Donc, c'est sûr, avant d'ajouter les baies de genièvre et les autres aromates souhaités. Mais une chose est sûre, peu importe le modèle, bon, à quelques exceptions près, l'alambic va toujours être fait en cuivre. Pourquoi? Bien, parce que c'est un bon conducteur donc pour la chaleur. C'est malléable, ça nous permet de mouler facilement à la forme souhaitée. Ça ne rouille pas. Puis au niveau aromatique pour notre spiritueux, mais ça a l'avantage d'éviter la formation de ce qu'on appelle des composés sulfureux là, qui donneraient des mauvais goûts. Et ça favorise du coup l'expression d'esters fruités. Je vais refaire un lien avec les boissons fermentées que je vous ai montrées au début de la capsule. Donc, si je distille une bière, c'est comme ça que je vais obtenir un whisky. Si je fais la même chose avec un cidre, bien, c'est comme ça que je pourrais obtenir un calvados. Et si je le fais avec du vin, bien, ce sera l'avenue à prendre pour obtenir un brandy ou un cognac. Bon, évidemment, l'origine du produit, les règles d'appellation contrôlées vont s'appliquer. Mais là, pour le rhum, j'imagine que vous commencez à faire des liens. On associe le rhum aux Antilles et ce n'est pas faux. Ce serait Christophe Colomb, grand navigateur au 15e siècle, qui aurait été le premier à importer la canne à sucre d'Asie puis à la planter sur les îles qu'il parcourait, l'environnement chaud et ensoleillé étant vraiment favorable à sa culture. Il y aura par la suite une industrie sucrière à grand déploiement qui va s'orchestrer, puis on va rapidement trouver une façon de réutiliser une partie des déchets, de la transformation du sucre, la mélasse, mais je vous en reparle dans un instant. Or, ce que les Grecs appelaient autrefois le roseau qui fait du sucre sans avoir besoin des abeilles, pousse en grande quantité dans les îles qui devenaient, à l'époque des grands voyages sur les océans, tour à tour propriété des colonisateurs qu'ont été les Anglais, les Français et les Espagnols, et qui seront à l'origine de différents styles de rhum, évidemment, de par leur culture. Et là, je vous reparle du sucre. Comment on l'obtient? C'est en chauffant le sucre de la canne, ce qui va finir par la faire cristalliser. Mais on va toujours rester avec une partie liquide à la fin du processus qu'on va appeler la mélasse. Au lieu de s'en débarrasser, on va simplement la faire fermenter. Donc, on va commencer à comprendre le principe. Donc, avec des levures pour obtenir une boisson alcoolique. Puis ensuite, comme mentionné dans la capsule précédente, on va procéder à une distillation dans un alambic pour concentrer tout ça. C'est la façon la plus commune pour faire du rhum, mais on pourrait aussi partir directement du jus de la canne à sucre, qu'on appelle le vezou, et qui va nous donner des rhums avec beaucoup plus de caractère. Ça va être le cas notamment des rhums qu'on appelle agricoles. Vous voyez encore une fois, l'influence que va prendre la matière première dans l'élaboration des spiritueux est importante. Je vous ramène au fait qu'on est à l'époque où les plus grandes puissances navales cherchent de nouvelles terres, une route vers l'or et les épices. Or, les bateaux étant de plus en plus gros et partis en mer de plus en plus longtemps, avec des équipages plus nombreux aussi, les vivres étaient calculés et comme l'eau des tonneaux finissait par croupir et devenir infecte, on apportait toujours des réserves de rhum, mais aussi de gin, selon notre origine. Et chaque marin recevait une ration quotidienne qu'ils allaient pouvoir couper avec de l'eau. Et là, au plus haut des références, attention, on parle d'un 20 onces par jour de rhum ou de gin, qu'on appelait d'ailleurs Navy Strength, à cause de la nécessité de titrer autour de 57 % d'alcool. C'est élevé, me direz-vous, mais pourquoi on faisait ça? De un, parce que ça libérait de l'espace de stockage, mais surtout, c'était pour éviter que la poudre à canon qu'on transportait perde ses propriétés explosives en cas de casse à la calme. Maintenant, une partie un peu plus ludique avec quelques mythes autour du rhum. Comme on peut l'imaginer, les épopées sur l'eau connaissaient leur lot de déserteurs et de mutineries, mais une fois que tu vires ton chapeau de bord, tu n'as pas bien le choix. Tu ne peux pas retourner dans ton pays où tu vas être traité comme un criminel. Donc, c'est pourquoi la piraterie va connaître son âge d'or en même temps que les guerres entre les colonialistes au 17e et 18e siècle. Puis les pirates devaient bien trouver une façon de recruter pour multiplier leur équipage. Une façon de faire qui était peu orthodoxe, c'était de récupérer les marins des différents empires qui faisaient escale sur les îles et qui, trop sous encore au matin, manquaient l'appel du départ en mer et se retrouvaient seuls, alors obligés de servir pour les équipages rebelles afin d'assurer leur survie. Autre clin d'œil, c'est au célèbre pirate qui a été popularisé par Hergé dans les aventures de Tintin. Le pirate Rackham le Rouge a bel et bien existé. De son vrai nom, Jack Rackham ou Calico Jack, qui était son surnom en raison des vêtements flamboyants qu'il aimait porter, a même inspiré le personnage de Jack Sparrow dans le film Le Pirate des Caraïbes. Ils ont d'ailleurs utilisé le même pavillon qui était le sien, donc un pavillon noir avec le crâne et les sabres que vous voyez à l'écran. Mais bref, notre Jack Rackham est en fait un marin anglais qui, devant le refus de son amiral d'attaquer un navire français, aurait soulevé une mutinerie à bord pour destituer son chef, l'a abandonné sur un petit bateau à voile, puis est alors devenu un pilleur de navires. Il semblerait que c'est après une nuit trop arrosée que lui et son équipage auraient plus tard été capturés par ses anciens compatriotes britanniques avant d'être pendus haut et court. Comme dit Lisa Leblanc, pas le temps de niaiser. Mais ce que l'histoire raconte, c'est qu'ils avaient tellement festoyé au rhum que personne n'aurait offert de résistance lors de l'attaque, et c'est un peu ce qui aurait causé leur perte. Enfin, il semblerait qu'à la mort de l'amiral Nelson en 1805, un personnage hautement reconnu pour son courage et ses victoires d'envergure, son équipage aurait voulu protéger sa dépouille pour l'honorer une fois revenu en Angleterre et ont mis son corps dans un fût de rhum pour le préserver. Arrivé sur la terre ferme, il n'y avait plus de rhum dans la barrique, mais il y avait des petits trous qui avaient été percés en dessous. Je vous laisse imaginer ce qui aurait pu se passer, mais je vous donne un indice. Jusque dans les années 70 où la ration quotidienne était encore distribuée aux marins, bon, en moins grande quantité, mais les marins faisaient encore le toast en évoquant Nelson's Blood.
Alors, j'espère que vous avez appris un peu plus sur les procédés de base, mais aussi sur les origines très intéressantes du rhum. Alors, sans plus tarder, nous recevons directement d'Appleton Estate en Jamaïque, Madame Joy Spence. Hello again, Joy. How are you today and how's everything in Appleton Estate?
I'm fine, thanks, and we're all great at Appleton Estate. A beautiful, warm day, amazing sunshine.
I know we had spoken just before we started this recording. We were talking. You were saying how it's like presently 28 degrees in Jamaica, and how we're living a snowstorm here. We're living two the opposites when it comes to the temperature, but we're both of us going to have Appleton rum warm in our hearts.
I'll just send you some sunshine in a bottle.
Oh, please! Thank you very much. We'll definitely appreciate it. So. Actually, we're all super curious here today to learn a little bit more about your beginnings and how you got started in the rum industry. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
I was lecturing in chemistry at the university, and I decided I wanted to get some industry experience. So I joined Timrio, the coffee liqueur company, as the research chemist.
Okay.
It was a one-product operation, and I became extremely bored because I have to multitask. And they recognized that I was very bored. And so in the mornings, I would do the research chemistry work. And then in the evenings, they would send me on the road with the marketing team to do PR work. Then in my moments of boredom, I used to look across the fence. And that's where Appleton, the parent company, Jerry and Nephew, is situated. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I would see people looking busy, happy, tankers rolling in. And I said to myself, but that's a happening place to work. Let me just send my resume over there and see what happens. So I got a call for an interview. So I went over, quite excited. And they said, let me tell you up front, we have no vacancies, but we're so impressed with your resume that we want to just have a talk with you.
Okay.
So we spoke, and I went back over and I said, well, it's my destiny to be still at Tia Maria. Then about 2 weeks later, I got a call to say, we created a new position for you, the position
Wow.
of chief chemist. And we want you to come to Jerry and Nephew and modernize the laboratory for us. So I was so excited that here it is. I'm now given this golden opportunity to go over to that place with action and people looking happy. And so I joined there the 1st of October, 1981.
Wow. Wow. And actually, I mean, they saw you had potential, they saw you had talent, they saw you were a motivated person. But who was that first person who gave you your opportunity at Appleton Estate? Who is that somebody that saw your potential and saw that you were somebody that was already passionate?
Well, when I joined the company as the chief chemist, I then met the previous master blender, Owen Tulloh.
Okay.
And this is when my whole world changed. He took me under his wings because he recognized that I had a good potential to become an excellent blender. I had excellent sensory skills. I had a good foundation in chemistry. And so he taught me everything about rum. And this is how I learned about all these beautiful, fabulous aromas in rum, how complex it is, and the fact that I could still apply my chemistry in a very creative way. And so I tutored with Owen for about 17 years. And then when he retired in 1997, I was appointed the master blender.
Oh, wow, super impressive. And like, he definitely had a flair for talent, but I mean, it's easy. I'm sure as much as he had a good flair for talent, it was easy to see that you were a talented and passionate person. So it was just one and one together. And for sure, they had to choose you to come to Appleton Estate.
Yeah, it was just destiny.
It was destiny. And I think we're all super privileged and happy that actually that took place. So, well, look, now that we've learned a little bit more about your history at the estate, this brings us actually to our first rhum. Donc, vous à la maison, nous sommes rendus à la dégustation de notre premier rhum, le Appleton Estate Signature Blend. We'll talk a little bit more about Appleton Estate later, but what can you tell us about this first rhum?
Well, this one was actually introduced to the consumer in 1986, a long time ago, when we actually started our premium age rum category for the Appleton Estate. So, this is a foundation for the Appleton Estate range. Now, this rum has an amazing, beautiful harvest gold color. And on the nose, it is a beautiful forward expression with notes of apricot, peach, or distinctive orange peel top note with a little bit of molasses. So very fruity and, very rounded, fruity.
Yeah.
And, very simple, but exquisite. So on the taste, I like to say it tastes serenely as it started. Now, this is perfect for mixing or enjoying in a beautiful Jamaican daiquiri. And I like to enjoy this in a brown sugar daiquiri, using brown sugar instead of simple syrup.
Okay.
Now, in pairing this, I like to pair it with anything that has citrus. So a nice ceviche is excellent to pair with our Appleton Estate signature blend. So wonderful just for mixing or in, very simple cocktails.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And of course, here in Quebec, we definitely love our food. So we're always super interested in getting pairings. So thank you very much for that. And now, we spoke earlier about your career and your beginnings at Appleton. Now, can you talk to me about your scholarship program and what was your inspiration for starting this great initiative that you started?
So the Jerry and Nephew Foundation started a scholarship program for students who wanted to pursue a degree in STEM at the university, especially those students who were not in a position financially to actually be able to afford a university education. And so eventually we introduced the Master Blender Scholarship, and we focused a lot on women who wanted to pursue a course in chemistry. And along with that, I also introduced a personal Master Blender Scholarship. So each year we have 4 scholarships, 2 donated by the company and 2 donated by myself personally. And it has been just a pride and joy to see how the students have excelled at university, coming first in their class and doing extremely well. And, we'll continue this for a very long time.
And am I mistaken that this is reserved for everybody, or is it for young women, for women?
It's a mixture, but a lot of women receive the scholarship because in Jamaica, in the university, 80% are women and 20% male.
Oh, really? Well, there you go. I think that's a tendency that's actually going up pretty much across the world. Well, definitely North America for sure. So, well, look, thank you very much. I'm sure that this scholarship will mean a lot to a lot of people and young people actually getting started in their careers. So, and in the industry. So, thank you very much for that. I'm sure a lot of people it makes their day and it makes their career. So. This actually brings us to the tasting of our second rum. So, à la maison, ça nous amène à la dégustation du réserve 8 ans d'âge. So, Joy, what can you tell us about the reserve 8 years old?
I think the reserve 8-year-old is very special to me because it actually was the first blend that I created as master blender.
Oh, really?
Yes. And it was actually launched in 2000. After our 250th anniversary of the Appleton estate, which was done in 1999.
258, so in 99 it was 250th anniversary?
Yes, 1999. Okay. And so in 2000, we launched the Appleton Estate Reserve range, and including our 8-year-old at that particular time. Now, this rum has a beautiful honeyed bronze color. And on the nose, just sophisticated spicy fruit with hints of oak, delicious vanilla.
Yeah, already you can see the difference from the signature.
Twisted with holiday spice and our distinctive orange peel top note. Now, the beauty about this rum, it's known as a transitional rum. What do I mean by that? It's a rum that you can either have neat or just enjoy in sophisticated cocktails. So let's take a sip and note the finish. Exceptionally smooth.
Very nice.
With a hint of molasses and subtle oak.
Yeah, no.
Now,
definitely.
our cocktail of choice for Appleton Estate 8-year-old Reserve is a Mai Tai.
Okay.
So it makes an excellent Mai Tai.
Nice.
And for food pairing, in Jamaica, we pair this either with smoked marlin, or my favorite pairing is with jerk lobster with pineapple topping.
Oh, really?
Absolutely delicious.
Well, see, I'm wearing the right shirt then with the pineapple. So
yeah, see the pineapple right there? Perfect.
Exactly. Oh no, so and actually barbecues and jerks are mostly coming to age in our restaurants here in Quebec. So it's an industry that's the smoking and all that. So with topping it off, like you're saying, with the pineapples, I'm sure people at home will be able to actually gather that together and make that dish with this rum. So,
easy. Just get the jerk season, Jamaican jerk season, and marinate it a little bit, and then when you put it on your grill, just make your pineapple topping and put it on top. Delicious.
Excellent. We're big fans of the grill and of barbecues. Of course, it's mostly in the summertime, but hey, we have some fanatics that do it all year round and hold their barbecues on their balconies and patios and keep it open all year round. So for sure, we'll definitely be able to actually do that dish. And of course, just like you said, just get our hands on the Jamaican jerk, and that'll be great. Excellent. Well, look, we're actually talking. It's a great segue for our next subject. We're talking about the first aged rum. So now that we've actually tasted our first aged rum, we know that climate change actually is affecting the industries such as the wine industry. Now, has climate change had any impact on the cultivation of sugarcane or on the aging of your rum? Since actually the tropical climate is very important in your aging process.
The beauty about Appleton Estate is that we're located in a very unique geographical location.
Okay.
So we have this amazing valley where we plant our sugarcane that's surrounded by these limestone hills known as karst. And we actually have water flowing from one section to another. And so because of this geography, every day at about 2:30, we have daily showers of rain at Appleton Estate.
Clockwork, like clockwork.
Like clockwork. So everything is rain fed. And so we don't have to worry about having a drought at Appleton Estate. But you do have months that we have heavier rainfall than others. So our heavy rainfall periods are May and October.
Okay. Okay, and so like besides rain, so it hasn't affected your rainfalls, and when it comes to different climate change, like climate change that there are effects, it doesn't seem to be affecting you guys maybe as much as it is affecting other regions in the world.
It doesn't affect us at Appleton Estate, but it does affect us in Kingston.
Oh,
That's not where we grow a sugar cane.
okay, I see, I see. So because of, like you're saying, because your specific unique geographical location, you guys are kind of like what I can say?
Blessed.
It's exactly just blessed. I was looking for my French word, épargné. So actually, it doesn't affect you guys. So hey, if you guys are not living or seeing the effects of climate change for now, then so be it. We'll keep it like that. So thank you very much for that answer, Joy. Pour vous à la maison, ça nous apporte maintenant à la dégustation du prochain rhum qui est emblématique, soit le 12 ans d'âge Rare Cask. So Joy, I know that you're passionate about our next rum. What can you tell us about the 12-year-old Rare Cask?
Well, the 12-year-old Rare Cask is what I refer to as the whiskey converter. Any whiskey drinker who has never had rum before, this is the expression that I introduce them to.
Really?
And this, yes, and believe you me, they become converted after that, and they tell whiskey bye-bye.
No, there you go. There you go.
So this rum has an amazing deep bronze color and very complex aromas. So you're getting dried fruit, some hazelnut, dark cocoa, the distinctive orange peel, warm vanilla, hints of coffee, beautiful hints of coffee. So it's exceptionally smooth. Now, this rum is amazing, just having it neat. But of course, we enjoy this rum now in a very sophisticated cocktail known as the Blue Mountain Serve. But let's take a sip of the 12-year-old first before we go into Blue Mountain.
There you go. We're actually going to look and visit into that.
Oh, just a long, bittersweet finish. And this is what converts the whiskey drinker.
Wow. Yes, I can see why. I can see how.
And the reason for this is that we have tropical aging at Appleton Estate and in Jamaica. So our rums age 3 times as fast.
I was going to say for people, there you go. I was going to say for people who maybe aren't aware of tropical aging exactly, can you explain a little bit more and what does that mean and what are the true effects of tropical aging?
So because of tropical aging, our rums age 3 times as fast as it would in a colder climate such as Scotland. So we are creating the vanilla notes in the rum at a faster rate, and it is the vanilla production that makes the rum so smooth. So when you compare a 12-year-old Appleton Estate rum with a 12-year-old Scotch, there's no comparison in terms of the smoothness, because you're still getting that bite in the Scotch because it still has not developed enough vanilla notes to make it exceptionally smooth. And this is not a marketing strategy. This has been proven scientifically by the Whiskey Institute in Scotland.
And it's partly due to that you actually get to convert so many Scotch and whiskey drinkers to rum. There you go. Actually, not too long ago, because of course I am not a rum connoisseur, but I do a more wine events. Is something that we're actually used to doing when we're tasting is swirl the wine. But what I've learned actually in the past few years is we have that reflex to do so. But to do so with actually spirits is a no-no, because whereas you go get aromas when you swirl out of wine, by doing that, you're mostly actually just activating the alcohol and will then activate the scent of alcohol more than the aromas. Is that true?
Well, I have a special ritual that I do for tasting a very high-end rum. And when we come to our next expression, I'll take you through those stages.
Excellent. Yeah, because our next one is actually the 15-year-old. But actually, before we get to the 15-year-old, we're talking about the Blue Mountain Serve. Donc, pour vous à la maison, Appleton Estate est tellement fier du 12 ans qu'ils ont justement concocté un cocktail signature qui s'appelle le Blue Mountain Serve. Donc, préparez vos verres Appleton et vos grains de café que vous avez reçus dans votre coffret, car après la courte vidéo, nous préparons ce cocktail ensemble. Bon, ben écoute, ça semble assez simple comme cocktail, mais le résultat est sublime. So Joy, now that we've actually seen the video, can you walk us through step by step on how to do this cocktail for the viewers and I, and see how we can concoct this signature Appleton cocktail?
Sure. First step is to get your shaker.
Yes, shaker.
Get your shaker. Put about 12 coffee beans in there.
12.
Roasted coffee beans. And I like to tell everyone when you're going to purchase your coffee,
Mm-hmm.
make sure you purchase Arabica coffee beans because that's what the
Very
variety
important,
of Blue
Arabica,
Mountain
correct?
coffee is. Yes. It
Okay.
has much more vanilla notes in it and less caffeine.
Okay, excellent. Duly noted.
So, yes, so we're going to muddle, but just gently, just to release the oils of the coffee bean.
Okay,
So
so
we don't
not to
want to get it
completely
into
crush
powder.
it, just to
No,
break,
don't
just to
crush
break
it.
them open.
Just to break them open.
Okay. So just so you can hear it crack, but not crackle,
Correct.
not completely break.
That's correct.
Okay. There we go.
Then add some
Excellent.
ice.
Add ice. So just put this
Ice.
guy here. Add ice. There you go. Not too much.
2 ounces of our Appleton Estate 12-year-old rare
So
cask.
yes, 12-year-old. Here we
2
go.
ounces.
2 ounces. And now for myself, not being a barman of trade, I know that in the industry, instead of pouring it like this, they tend to go with their 2 fingers like that, and it seems all fancy and everything. There we go.
There you go.
There we go. So put that here.
Then stir it. Make sure you stir it properly now.
Okay. Yeah, done.
Then we're going to put in the strainer and strain into your glass with your cube of ice.
So strain into with the... Excellent.
And add 2 coffee beans just for garnish.
2 coffee beans. I'll pick these individually. So let me see here. 1 and 2.
Then take a sip.
There we go. Cheers.
Cheers to a beautiful Appleton Estate Blue Mountain syrup with
For
our
sure.
12-year-old rum.
And as we say here in Quebec, santé, which means
Santé.
health. Wow, smooth, very nice.
Because
Very
the
nice.
vanilla from the coffee beans actually complement the vanilla in the rum.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a nice complementary cocktail.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much. Et vous à la maison, santé aussi. Excellent. So, look, even though the best way, as we've seen, to appreciate the complexities and the aromas of Appleton Estate rums is to try them neat. After actually drinking this cocktail, I'm curious to have your take on the cocktail industry and the spike that we've seen over the past few years of cocktails and things like that. And how do you see the use of Appleton rums in all this?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that the premium age rum category has finally found its day in the sun. And this year is the year that everything is going to open up. And we're going to see, daiquiris and mojitos becoming the leaders in the cocktail category. And also, the classics have returned. There's a resurgence of the classic cocktails such as Negroni, the classic daiquiris, the Mai Tai, and the Margarito. And so you'll find more and more now consumers are going back towards those classic cocktails, which is making everything very interesting and complex again.
Oh, for sure. We actually held an event. This past spring, 2022, and it was a lot about aperitif drinks, and in that were cocktails, and that's exactly it. What they were saying, our different mixologists and all that, was that there's a resurgence in all your classic cocktails such as daiquiri and mai tais. So Appleton rums are going to be great to actually try with these cocktails.
Yes, we're going to hit the road running with Appleton Estate in our cocktails.
There you go. Now you're talking about premium rums. What would you say actually about people who love to make their cocktails, who want to make their cocktails with premium rums, and like the rums like the 15 or 21 years old?
Well, 15 and 21 were actually created to be just had neat.
Of course.
Neat or with a few cubes of ice. We really are not promoting these in cocktails. So in other words, in our range, we have a rum for any occasion. So we have rums that you can make nice, sophisticated cocktails, or rums that you can simply just have neat to enjoy them for their beautiful, complex flavors.
There you go. I get
it. And it's very important to note that Appleton Estate rums have no additives. So our rums are pure. All the flavors are naturally derived. So when you're
Thank
making
you.
your cocktails, you're starting with a pure spirit, mixing that with the ingredients of the cocktail.
Thank you for that. Definitely in this day and age, actually, where we look at additives and things like that, it's actually great to know that Appleton Estate rums are pure and no additives. So thank you for that. Thank you for your candidness. Nous sommes maintenant rendus au dernier rhum de la dégustation. Ben oui, déjà, au dernier rhum. Soit le Appleton Estate 15 ans d'âge Black River cask. So for this rum and this last rum, Joy, what can you tell us about the rum, it being a 15-year-old, but also where it got its name from?
Well, we decided to celebrate the Black River, which is very historic in rum history in Jamaica, and also the fact that the Black River originates on our estate, and it is the water from the Black River that we use in our fermentation. So it's very, very important in our process. And so we decided to celebrate the Black River by naming this rum 15-year-old Black River cask, of course, having a minimum age of 15 years. And I'd like to emphasize that once we have an age statement on our rums, that number indicates the youngest rum in that blend.
Okay.
So for a 15-year-old,
very important to
very
know.
important.
Yeah.
Yes. So for a 15-year-old, I'm going to take you through a ritual for appreciating a high-end luxury rum. So first, we hold the glass to the light to examine this for its beautiful coppery hue.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you look on the surface of the liquid, there is an olive green shadow right on the meniscus.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Yes, yes.
Yes. This is known as a green ring of aging, and it's tannins that have been extracted from the oak, reflecting the light to create this green ring.
Okay.
The older the rum, the more pronounced is this green ring.
Well, see, there you go. That I had no idea about, and I'm definitely learning things. So thank you.
Now, just like wines, rums can be classified into different bodies.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a rich, full-bodied rum. So if we simply lean the glass, bring it back to an upright position and wait a while, we'll notice thick, syrupy legs moving slowly down the sides of the glass, indicating that this is a rich, full-bodied rum.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you see the legs, how beautiful they are.
No, definitely. Yeah, for sure.
Now we're going to evaluate the two main aromas in the rum. First, the natural aromas that we simply inhale, exhale. Do not swirl the glass, just simply put it to your nose and inhale. And this is where we're getting that beautiful orange peel with a hint of almond.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm definitely getting the orange peel.
A little bit of molasses. Now, if we swirl the glass now and release what I refer to as the Appleton Estate spirit, and nose again, now we're getting rich vanilla, medium roasted coffee.
Yeah, it's true. It changed. It changed, and you're not getting a strong spirit or alcohol scent to it. No, you're really getting the aromas.
And of course, a little bit of hazelnut. So complex and sophisticated. So let's take a sip, because that's the only way we're really going to appreciate this rum and know the finish.
Thank you.
Nice spicy fruit with a creamy, lingering finish. Complex, sophisticated, unforgettable.
Very nice. Yeah, very, very nice.
So this rum is paired beautifully with barbecue. So I know you like to barbecue. So when you're barbecuing, nice rum to just have neat with your barbecue. Whether it barbecue chicken, pork, ribs, you name it.
Excellent. So drink neat with barbecue. That we can definitely live with.
Yes.
Definitely. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for our explanations. Actually, I've learned a lot. As I was saying, I'm not necessarily a rum connoisseur, but I do have Appleton Estate rums at home, so I'm definitely going to look at them in a different eye and actually a different nose and a different palate. So I'll be at home and I'll be looking. I have the 15 and the 21. I'll be looking for the olive green tint to it once I bring it back. Exactly, once I bring it back. So thank you very much for that. Donc, écoutez, le temps passe vite, c'est fou. Alors, nous sommes déjà à la conclusion de l'événement. Alors, aux participants, merci beaucoup d'avoir été des nôtres. J'espère que vous avez apprécié la présence de Joy et les rums d'Appleton Estate autant que moi. And to you, Joy, well, look, on behalf of myself, the SAQ, we would like to thank you for your passion, thank you for your generosity. Also, thanks to you, we had the privilege to travel to Jamaica, away from our harsh winter, if it's only just for a moment, and actually savor some amazing rums and see how we can, in different ways, we can taste them. Either would it be neat or in cocktails. So thank you very much for that. And well, look, you have the last word.
Sure. It was great sharing the joy of rum with the SAQ, and hope to see you all in Jamaica soon. One love.
One love. Alors, merci beaucoup d'avoir été des nôtres et à la prochaine dégustation.